Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching my video today. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you, a really, really big thank you for watching my previous video, the $1 Million Mastermind video overview. I can't even believe how many people watched the video and commented, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you guys all for watching. Today's video, I wanted to bring some more information into your life about how to help you level up and how to start investing in yourself if you haven't yet already done so. So basically I wanted to share with you the things that I've done over the course of time to level up myself in, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, all of the skills that just help me become a better person. I wanted to share some of those cool things with you. So to first start out, I wanted to share with you a little bit more about the $1 Million Mastermind. And, it was an event, and I wanted to make sure that I clarified a little bit more about, what that was. But basically the group was, the event, was started by Ryan Stewman, and he is basically just a plethora of information and knowledge, and he has podcasts, he's got training sites, he's just got years and years of experience in sales training, in the sales training world. So that is where I first heard about the event, and he does put on a live event pretty frequently, so that was one of his events that I went to. So part of that also, and part of this video as well, is talking about how to invest in yourself. And in Ryan Stewman's, sphere, his social media, things like that, he has what's called the Apex group. So Apex is basically just an elite group of people who come together to share resources, knowledge, and most importantly, collaborate and help grow and learn together. So a lot of those people were part of the $1 Million Mastermind, which was super incredible to be able to meet those people in person. So Apex is, again, like I said, just the top tier of people in all sorts of industries and all sorts of roles basically within each of their companies. So, you're talking about, multi-millionaires to, salespeople and, and everybody in between. So I was very excited about that because I really appreciated the feedback and the networking that goes along with being a part of Apex and also being, included in the $1 Million Mastermind. So I do want to say, it does take an application and you do have to pay to be part of these groups. And so I do want to just give a quick shout out to Jeff, one of my mentors. He invested in me and he believes in me. And so without him, I would not be able to have gone to that event, and I also would not have been able to be a part of the Apex group. So thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it so much, and I'm really excited to continue to learn. So basically, with that, investing in yourself is really what I'm encouraging you all to do, is to start looking around either in your industry or in your interests to figure out a group of people or some sort of a course or something like that to help you, again, level up and really just expand your horizons on what you're thinking about or talking about or wanting to be about. So, whether it's a fitness group, maybe you want to run a marathon or something like that. I don't know who would want to do that, but it's possible. You would just have to find somebody within that realm to just start surrounding yourself with those group of like-minded people, and you will find yourself to become a marathon runner or whatever it is that you want to become. So that's one of the things that I've done in my business and in my personal life, is being in networking groups, whether it's every week you sit down and you have a referral partner with a group of people, or, specific people within an industry. I'm part of a real estate investor group that we meet once a month. And it's just about finding other people that you want to be like and emulate, and then doing that repeatedly until you become, you kind of morph into what you want to become. So that's kind of some of the, more of the specific things you can do to, show up as being that person that you would like to be as a leveled up version of you. Another thing that I really, really encourage all of you to do is just continually learn. And I know that when I was in school, I really enjoyed school a lot. I know it's going to be really hard for you to picture, but I was definitely front row kind of gal, and I just really love information. So for me as an adult, and the older that I get, the more I realize that, yes, education is, not only learned on a day-to-day basis in real life, but also we do need to take time to sharpen our saw. And so that's one of the first few books that I did read that kind of pulled me into the self-help realm is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And that's one of the things he talks about is taking time to sharpen your saw makes the workload that much easier. So one of those pieces is that learning. And so I've always loved to read, and in my life today, I'm very busy, so I like to use Audible. So I want someone else to read to me, and it's kind of a fun way to get information as well as do other things at the same time. So whether you're, working out, if you're on the Stairmaster, whatever, if you're putting laundry away, whatever it is that you're doing, you can have somebody read you information, which is great. You can even adjust the speed on it, which is crazy. So you can have it be read to you at, 1.5 times faster, 2 times faster, and then all of a sudden they're talking like me, blah, 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 and you get some really cool info. So anyways, so some of the first few books that I read were The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Loved that book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, obviously Robert Kiyosaki, absolutely crazy, blew everybody's mind, and he really did start the education wave of learning to be financially free. And Grant Cardone was also one of those people that were early on in my career to be able to, again, just pique my interest, learn to love self-development, and really helped me turn that into a game to be able to get myself to be the person that I wanted to be. And then lastly, the one that I have on my list is Denise Duffield Thomas. And she just brings in a whole lot of magic into the regular stuff that I was learning about, like the technical stuff. So her magic and more of the universal type of laws and principles, she really helped bring in with a really fun flair. And she's Australian, so listening to her audiobooks is actually a treat because you just feel like you're down under. It's awesome. So that those are the first few books that I read, but continually on a day-to-day basis, I am listening to podcasts. I do follow a few that, I listen to. I try to listen to all of the, episodes, but that obviously doesn't happen all the time. But some of those podcasts that I do enjoy listening to, the Bigger Pockets podcast, they always bring on tremendous speakers that, again, help in all areas of life. Their main focus is really on real estate, but all of those pieces can be applied to pretty much every area in your life. I enjoy the Life Coach School podcast. Rewire, that would be Ryan Stewman. He also has the Hardcore Closer podcast. I really enjoy Aubrey Marcus's podcast. He talks a lot about, science and health and, more of that universal type of principles and laws. The Real AF podcast, Andy Frisella, he does an incredible job as well, just kind of shaking you to the core to realize what it is that we're looking for. 365 Driven is another great one. And there's just so many really cool podcasts and people out there that are really passionate about their craft. And so those are the people that I love to listen to. I also watch YouTube videos. So this is the one that has been kind of like the underdog in my life. And anytime that I need to learn something, whether it's, how to fix something or how to do something else, whatever, I use YouTube as the search engine, right? So I don't use Google, I use YouTube because I want to see what I'm learning about and get a step-by-step instructional video on how to do that. So YouTube is amazing because there's literally a gajillion videos about everything. So if you type in there how to curl shoulder length hair, whatever, you can find 100 gajillion videos. But the cool part about it is that you can find one that you really, really like. You can find one with the person that you vibe with the background that you like, with cool music or, literally whatever. And then also even more, specify that down to the specific tools that you need or you have and you're ready to work with. So for example, I have a specific curling iron that I want to learn how to use. Well, then that is exactly what I type into the YouTube, the search bar. And in the YouTube, that's cute. So anyways, that's really what I love doing on a daily basis. So really with all of these pieces for investing in myself and leveling up is that I am consciously making time throughout my day. I'm not necessarily chunking out, 4 hours a day to learn, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not in school. But what I do have is a system where it's just fed into my life. So again, it's not like I'm sitting there and I'm intentionally, you know, pushing play and I'm only doing that. You know, I have other things that are happening at the same time, and that's a really, really cool way for me to get information into my life. So with that, I would really appreciate if you guys left your favorite bits of information, your favorite ways of investing in yourself in the comments below. I'm always learning to learn about what other people like and love. So please let me know what you like and what you're into, and I would be more than happy to, you know, share more conversation about that and get to adding more great things into my routine and my schedule, and we can all level up. So thanks again for watching the video. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next video very soon.